nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana vairagya siddhyartham viksham dehi cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for jnana and vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge. Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda. Annapurani,
nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana vairagya siddhyartham viksham dehi cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for jnana and vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge. Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda. Annapurani,
nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana vairagya siddhyartham viksham dehi cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for jnana and vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge. Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda. Annapurani,
nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana vairagya siddhyartham viksham dehi cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for jnana and vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge. Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda. Annapurani,
nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana vairagya siddhyartham viksham dehi cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for jnana and vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge. Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda. Annapurani,
nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana vairagya siddhyartham viksham dehi cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for jnana and vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge. Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda. Annapurani,
nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Viksham Dehi Cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for Jnana and Vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge.
Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda.
Annapurani,
Nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Viksham Dehi Cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for Jnana and Vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge.
Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda.
Annapurani,
Nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Viksham Dehi Cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for Jnana and Vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge.
Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda.
Annapurani,
Nourisher of the whole cosmos.
Shiva goes and stands. Jnana Vairagya Siddhyartham Viksham Dehi Cha Parvati. O Devi, give me the food for Jnana and Vairagya. Devi gives the grain of the great truth, knowledge.
Annapurani is the queen of Varanasi. Annapurani is worshipped as Nityanandagari, who gives Nityananda. By her grace, you will all receive Nityananda.
Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadhilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, the divine grace and blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nityananda Paramashivam. We are all here together celebrating this grand Navaratri celebrations. So we have come to the fourth day of the celebrations. It's a beautiful 9-night celebrations. In these 9 nights, we experience the very presence and happening of the cosmic mother, Devi, Paramashiva Shakti herself, and her various incarnations. First day, we celebrated her as Devi Rajarajeshwari. Second day, we celebrated as Devi Meenakshi. And yesterday as Kamakshi. And today, we're going to celebrate Devi as Annapurna. Annapurna. Purna means the fulfillment, the completion. Annapurna, the goddess who gives the absolute nourishment and the completion from the bhoga. Yesterday, beautifully, and for the past 3 days, if all of you have been watching the satsangs, Swamiji has beautifully been telling how we have such a simultaneous happening of Paramashiva continuously, especially even in the Bhoga Kala. Bhoga Kala is the time of the enjoyment. You are Maheshwara. That is the way Swamiji is telling. Bhogakale Maheshwara. At that time, I have all enjoyments, any enjoyments. Maheshwara is there. Beautifully, he's raising us and showing us the possibility how through and through you can really just experience God. You'll just have the experience of God. And that is the promise every satsang that Swamiji is giving. So today we're going to be looking into understanding about the higher cognitions and the powerful truths that Swamiji is reviving from the Shastras about the bhoga or the food, and telling the correct way to raise ourselves to even enlightenment through the enjoyments of the food and not be bound by them. See, it is the food pattern that is literally the mother of all patterns that you have. Because from the young age, you're conditioned from the young age itself. You need to eat, you need to be healthy. And sometimes even children throw a tantrum. No, I don't want to eat. No, why you're making me eat? But even then, the conditioning goes in. But food is the way to have the strength. Food is the way to have the healing. But yes, food is the nourishment that grows us, that keeps us healthy and keeps us powerful. Yes. And also today, food is also a source of, unfortunately, the over and abuse of food and the intake of food out of insecurity and out of desperation has brought a lot of diseases and a lot of ill health in the world. But at the ultimate stage, food itself is annam. Even the Upanishads sing, annam brahme divyajanat, singing that whole cosmos is made of this bhoga. It is the highest of the high. Ennad bhavanti bhutani pajanya adanna sambhavaha. Bhagavan Sri Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, from the food grains and the people eating and feeling the satisfaction from the food grains, the rains become possible. It is actually a beautiful science that is taught in the Agama Shastras and the Vedas, where the satisfaction that one experiences, that food gives that person. See, we are talking about, not just about the physical aspect of the food here. Food always has an emotional and a condition also attached with it. And it can nourish various different aspects of you when you intake it. That's why in all of our Kailasas, all of the food is blessed. All of the food is offered to the deities. They infuse in it the highest level of prana, such that the food doesn't end up binding someone more to the food. You'll find so much in the commercial industries, so much of additives are added to the food to make someone more and more addicted to it. They get more addicted to the sugars, they get more addicted to the chemical experience they have when they're eating the food, and they become completely a slave to the food. And unfortunately, the food binds them. But the nourishment that we talk about, the Hindu way of cooking, cultivating, preparing the crop, and serving the food is always for the highest purpose to raise people above the tendencies of the body and the mind and to liberate them and give them the highest experience of enlightenment itself. We're going to be learning the story of Annapurna and how she was able to manifest and grace the world and provide this spiritual nourishment. Yes, the Annadanas or the food Annalayas in Kailasa do the nourishment. See, we are cosmic beings come down to have the human experience, and we live many, many different lifetimes. This is not just our lifetime. We have many births again and again, and as human beings, we are very much ahead in this evolutionary stage. We have lived so many lifetimes over and over and over. So there comes a need for the Yoga Kala. The soul, the consciousness yearns to be one with Paramashiva. And the fulfillment and the real nourishment that happens from that is at a whole new level. But the whole concept of food as per Sanatana Hindu Dharma is to help lead you to that. So when one's food satisfies not just the body's needs, but also it nourishes and heals us and raises our consciousness as well to connect and be in oneness with Paramashiva. That nourishment is what is done in all of our Annalayas, and that's the same nourishment that Devi Annapurna brings to the world as Devi Paramashiva Shakti. So when the food grains are eaten and that fulfillment happens not just at the physical level but even at the spiritual level, then that creates a subtle but a powerful energy physically embodying in the form of rains. This is what is told in the Vedas and also told by Bhagavan Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita, that the rains become possible when the fruit grains are eaten, because it's a direct correlation. The rains again bring the grains and more crop and abundance happens. This is the natural cycle of the whole earth and the way we connect with it in fulfillment and take the bhoga and use it to fulfill us completely. And this cycle is continuously a practice of annadanam, serving the food that is nutritious, serving the food that gives the, not just makes you satisfied at one level, but the lifetimes of searching, lifetimes of suffering, all of those are also healed by the same anna, the same food. And how do you start this lifestyle? How do you live this lifestyle? We first have to understand a little bit more about the food and the nourishment that we have had. Because understanding the ideas that we had about food will completely bring awareness to how much we are unnecessarily subscribing to particular food patterns. First of all, the food pattern is the mother of all the patterns. It can really do so much. Here's a beautiful example from the life of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself. When Swamiji had become the Guru Maha Sannidhanam of the Kailasomnata Shyamala Pita Sarvagnya Pita and took on the responsibility, just as Meenakshi Sundareshwara themselves in the temple town of Madurai, there Swamiji established the Annadhanam, the food, free food distribution 24/7. Okay? Continuously food was being given. It was becoming more and more popular, and more people wanted to come and have the free food. Of course, the first are to come the needy, the hungry, those who really strive and struggle for food in their lives. So they also came and they took part in the food. Within the 3 weeks of this Annadanam starting, the very authorities, Polish officials, came and reported to Swamiji that Swamiji, all of the crime rate in the city has drastically reduced. The crime rate in the city has drastically reduced. It means that Swamiji was able to provide that same nourishment and hope that Annapurna herself did, where people felt, I don't need to worry about my next meal. There is a desperation in that. Many of us will be able to relate. Maybe some of us are also not in a position where we need to really worry about it. But we all can understand the concern of taking care of one's family or taking care of others, and how that need would drive someone to go out of their way to do what is necessary, even they think they can justify the crimes they do and provide for themselves or their family. But once this element of Annadanam was introduced, that desperation was taken care. That was the healing that Annadanam brought, that Swamiji brought to the entire city of Madurai, and hence you can understand how the entire crime rate would have just reduced, because Swamiji healed everyone from that desperation for their next meal. And this way, all of our Annadanams are structured, and Kailasa's Annadanams do this very needful, not just to provide the food, but to provide food in abundance. That is what the Upanishads say, Annam Bahukurvita. Provide food in plenty. Let food be there in plenty. This is a mandate from the Shastras themselves. And when this happens, you see so much is healed. So you can really heal yourself by just attending to your food patterns. This is proven. So just attending to how you even relate with the food in front of you. So many times Swamiji has emphasized again and again to do the regular vrata. When you give a break to your meal, when you give a break to your routine of food, because your routine of food is directly connected to your mind and inner space, your thought currents. And all of those thought currents are, are stored and give you the strength in your spleen. Swamiji shares in the Yoga Sutras, when he is revealing the Yoga Sutras, the techniques to give optimal healthy life. He shares about how, based off the strength of one's spleen, you can see the stability that they have in their life. What is the stability that you may think? Ability to focus, ability to concentrate, ability to just be with themselves. Their desperation, their anxieties are dependent on the strength of the spleen. And when you do these regular vratas or connect with food in a more healing and nourishing way at all the levels, you will understand your spleen will heal. But it happens also when your kundalini raises. When your kundalini raises, all parts of you heal and become so much better. That is why the initiation of the Guru is so important, because his initiation will raise the kundalini, and all of our different parts of our body will start the healing process. See, the body has the intelligence. We are given this beautiful body by Paramashiva. It has the intelligence to heal itself and also provide sustainable nourishment to a whole community or even the whole world. That is the amount of energy and possibility a single human body has. And that is why whenever the incarnations come again and again, always the focus is the human life, taking care that the possibility of awakening the higher consciousness is always available. So when we raise ourselves, raise our consciousness, and also slowly do the beautiful practices taught by the in the agamas that Swamiji is reviving in Kailasa. Swamiji has beautifully made beyond food, or going beyond food as a lifestyle through the Nirahara Samyamas. And it's a beautiful way that deconditions our understandings of nourishment. So what we're going to be doing today is an exercise to understand what we use as the nourishment, what food patterns we have. Because attending to those patterns, see, we may eat sometimes out of a hunger, or we may eat out of a frustration. See, it's not just that we're eating the food physically. Even those thought currents will come into us and become a part of our biomemory and muscle memory, and we won't be understand why we're so stressed out all the time. Because the way we attend to the food, attend to ourselves with food. Yes, because food is a beautiful way. You can even have the relationship with others also. Whenever it comes to even having, even in your business or your relationship, you want to meet someone, where is it that the most popular places are? The restaurant. You meet someone and you want to give them a good time. Food is always a way to express your love, express your honor to another person. So food is always in a way something that is a very fundamental part of our life. But the understanding we must have from what Swamiji is sharing is, are we using it to really nourish the right and powerful thought currents that we're having? That is what we must look into. And today, on this beautiful day of Navaratri, we have an opportunity to connect with Devi Annapurna herself. See, her story is so beautiful. There are two parts of the story that I wanted to share. One is Devi herself, who has an argument with Paramashiva and says that the food and taking care of the whole world and creating an abundance is important. There's Paramashiva plays the Leela. He's not always in a disagreement with her, but he continues with the Leela and disagrees with her that the yoga and the retenance or staying away from all of these enjoyments is also the way. He stands his point, but she says, no, it is important. Then the argument leads, this Paramashiva's Leela. Devi decides to recede herself from the cosmos, her Shakti. And when that happens, the whole cosmos goes into a famine. And at that moment, Devi, out of her love and compassion, comes to Varanasi and starts feeding people as Annapurna, nourishing them and proving that through this nourishment itself, people can have the liberation, people can raise above their tendencies and all of this, and they can really heal. She proves. Of course, at that time also, Paramashiva, after killing uh, removing the head of Brahmadeva for Brahmadeva's activity, that time he comes Kala Bhairava and removes the head. The Brahma Kapala, the head of the Brahma, is there attached to the hand of Paramashiva. And in the Brahma Kapala has a particular quality. It can never be fulfilled. That is to say that just your ego satisfaction or just your head will not be able to fulfill you. There is a love and a nourishment that you need to harness inside of you. That is to say that in that Brahma Kapala, no matter what food you put into it, that it's a bowl basically, and no matter what you put into it, it can never become full, and in that way you will never feel fulfilled. And Paramashiva goes around and does the prayaschitta for the removing the head of the Brahmana, the Brahma, and of course this is all just a leela to show the world how he himself will come and take care, and even though he does the dharma, there is the actions that need to be done. So he himself shows by example and takes the bowl as a sadhu. So at that time he comes, Paramashiva himself comes to Annapurna's kitchen in Varanasi, and there Annapurna Devi sees him, places the food in his bowl, the bowl disappears and the karma disappears, the fulfillment happens immediately. And that is the story that you will hear about Annapurna. She gave the higher component that through this bhoga you can also rise above these limitations, raise above your patterns. So this is how we can understand how the nourishment can be not just for the physical level, but you really need to think, what are you continuously nourishing yourself with? What are the thought currents you're putting yourself into again and again whenever you consume your coffee, whenever you consume your diet, whatever it may be, right? Whenever you get into a particular mood, or is it even being such a way that your other people are even able to exploit you, or she able to convince you of things just because they're able to connect to you through their food and their affection that they're able to express through food. You'll be able to step behind and beyond all this and understand that yes, you can go along, but it doesn't bind you. It doesn't make you feel insecure about yourself or bind you to a lower identity other than that you're Paramashiva. Yes. So the nourishment of this that we have to do when we attend to our and heal our food pattern is we reactivate the Jataragni. Literally, the Vedic science says that there is a fire that is there within the stomach of everyone. The food that is infused with a high level of prana can really reawaken the Jataragni. That is the fire that is there within us. Just like how the rishis of the days of yore used to do the continuous fire sacrifice into the fire, physical fire, the same way the food and the way you put food into yourself, into the Jataragni and awaken the Jataragni of people, that Annadanam is the highest even sacrifice, yajna in itself. That's why in all of our Kailasas, continuously we have over 1.5 billion meals served in the last 15 years and continuously growing, giving food to those who seek Paramashiva. Those who seek Paramashiva, we always consider them as Paramashiva himself. They are Paramashiva incarnate and serve them as the embodiment of Paramashiva. There are so many sacred sentiments and beautiful methodologies to really heal the world through the Annadanam, and Swamiji is creating them with the blessings of Annapurneshwari. All of the food is offered to Devi Annapurneshwari in all of our temples and then given to the world. Swamiji is today celebrated as Annapurna, the one who nourishes the whole world in all the levels, physically through the food, and then mentally through the beautiful, powerful cognitions, and then spiritually as well, sharing the Jnanadana giving you the knowledge that you are Paramashiva. So this is how Annadanam is done in Kailasas globally. In fact, between there's always almost 1 billion people who are facing this hunger and in starvation situations, as of even the latest data, to bring the world into this new understanding about food and not get people into the reactionary patterns that they have with food. See, we always have these kind of reactionary patterns. You may also understand when it comes to food. Immediately when you have a stress, some people eat. That is why we also see so much of overeating and also compulsive behavior when it comes to eating, because not of the food availability, or it's not the type of food. Of course, the food itself is made to make you want to eat again and again. That is the way that they'll be able to make the wealth of you and steal away all of your money and just make you delusioned into the food. But not just that, the compulsive behavior and the reactionary patterns that put you again and again into this eating. And also, it is also the same food patterns that put us into the problems of indigestion, malnutrition, and all of the ill health that comes from the allergies, and all of the ill health that comes from that also. It is the same kinds of food patterns, whether it is the compulsive eating or whether it is the limited food intake that you can do just because you have a particular problem with particular substances. All of these are related with the way you relate with your food pattern. How you break this pattern really matters today. Today is the day to do it. It is the day. Navaratri is always the time people do fasting and people observe a beautiful, nutritious, prana-filled diet so that they can really experience a wonderful space at this time. But we get to connect beautifully today to Swamiji as the manifestation of Annapurna herself, and surrender to him all of these reactionary patterns and all of these unwanted things inside of us when it comes to the food related issues. Yes, so all of us understand one thing when it comes to even the food. From the young age itself, we have had these patterns. We have had some way or the other, food has been told and conditioned into us. We don't right now need to judge whether they're good, they're bad. Just need to understand it from one context. Is it going to lead me to a higher fulfilled life? Is it going to lead me towards healing myself and healing the diet that I provide for my family? Is it going to raise all of us to a higher level of consciousness itself? And that is the reason why today you need to complete with the food patterns. It is time. Navaratri is the time of intensity. Whatever you do, whatever you decide in these Navaratri nights, literally stays with you for the rest of the year. Because these moments, Swamiji has beautifully shared that when the sun and the moon and all of the stars are in a particular position in the sky, especially during these intense 9 nights, you'll see the spiritual energies become a higher possibility to you. You'll be able to grasp them, understand them, and manifest them. Whether it is going beyond the food or whether it is having the more higher nourishment and more energy in your life. Yes, that is the first breakthrough that many people experience. That it may be that they may be eating the same food or the same diet, but healing the food pattern changes the way the food works in them. Changes the way the food is converted into blood and the blood circulates and how that blood creates the energy for you. That all can be healed just by completing the food pattern, completing with the way that you connect and relate with the food. When you do this, you really experience the space of Annapurna, an abundance. The fulfillment is just so beautiful that you just decide, wow, I want to be providing and nourishing with others also. So you don't share food as a means to, get through to someone or exploit them or get wealth out of them, but you share food out of an abundance, out of a love, and whatever it is that they are contributed, they're grateful for. they can contribute back. That is the way that Swamiji has developed the Annadanam, or developed the science of nourishing the whole cosmos. So, all of you, if you have any questions or any understandings or clarifications that you need, especially related to the food pattern, please share them now, and we'll be able to address them and help tell you what are the powerful cognitions that you can hold on to heal from them, and to get out and to really attend to you. See, food is a very important thing. You do it every day, twice or thrice a day. You continuously put food into your system. It's very important to attend to yourself at this moment, because these are the very subtle patterns. If you work on, if you just do a little bit of work on them, swalpamapyasya dharmasya trayate mahatobhaya. Little bit of completion can give you you can overcome the greatest fears. All of us, as we age, we tend to fear our own health. Will we be able to sustain? Will my death come sooner than I think? Because this person in my family had diabetes. This person in my family had this hereditary illness. Will this happen and manifest inside of me? These fears kind of grip us, and whenever we even have a little dip in our health, we feel, oh, suddenly, oh, am I making the same mistakes my parents made when it comes to health? Did I make the right choices? All of these insecurities are actually very unnecessary, but we do have them. What to do? So we need to heal them and attend to them today. It is very important that you attend to the food pattern today itself, because when you do so, you'll be able to completely come out. So I hope all of you are able to follow and understand. If you have any questions, any needs, please do share with us about any clarifications that you have about healing the food pattern. Yes, we can see that someone is sharing about of their patterns of indigestion, and some patterns that they're having about of not able to nourish from the food. See, the mind plays such a crucial role in how you intake food. Every time you eat a morsel of food, how is it you're attending to it? See, one of the beautiful things in our tradition is Annam is worshipped also. Annam, as we said, is the very Brahman. So we even have the Samaganam says the Ahamannam, 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 Ahamannado, Ahamannado, Ahamannadaha. Beautifully, the Brahman, the Upanishad should describe how the consciousness tells that I am the food, I am the food, I am the food, repeatedly, and tells that those who share me, those who share the food and then consume, they are liberated. Those who consume food without sharing, they are eaten by the food. That is what the mantra says. It's a beautiful way to understand that if you share, if you give in to those desperative insecurity patterns that tell you, oh, I may not have enough, oh, I may not have enough. This word is continuously pestering sometimes many of us, telling, I may not have the nourishment, I may not have. And hence, if you even take food with that understanding, it will not do the good to you. You're only consuming that same pattern again, and you will only consume more food with that same thought current. We have to understand the bhoga, the food, is like a medicine. It takes care of your body. It takes care to maintain a long, healthy life. And as Swamiji even says, Langanam Paramaushadam. Liquid is the highest medicine. So in this way, when we do these practices and slowly, in a small way, disassociate ourselves with these insecurities. I may not have enough. I may not need nourished. These are all the thought currents that you would have been told and going through in your life. And even emotions are associated with it, how you feel about yourself, how you feel the love towards yourself or the love towards others, or how you feel the affection or the compassion towards others, how you won't feel anything at all. That is also going to be related to your food. And why you don't feel things, or why you don't associate or relate, all of that also can be healed when we attend to the food patterns. So even the indigestion and even those problems, the chronic health problems, all of those can be immediately healed when we heal from the food pattern. So yes, with this, let us now enter into a beautiful exercise to do this, to identify our particular food patterns. So, as we have given the examples, you food, how it related to, what are the conditionings or your ideas of food that you had since the small age? Take a paper and pen right now and sit and attend to yourself. It's the time to attend to yourself. Navaratri is the time, you have to give that appointment to yourself and be with yourself, especially as Swamiji is taking us through these wonderful processes daily and gracing us in powerful Bhavasamadhi darshans, and you can really connect with him. But the only things that come in the way between us and being able to be in absolute oneness and in a beautiful experience at the time when Swamiji comes at darshan, that all of these small issue or small incompletions that we carry throughout this day or throughout all of our programs in Kailasa, we are all helping you to be able to unclutch, to be able to complete all of these patterns that we unnecessarily load onto ourselves. Once the load is removed, we raise ourselves in oneness, and when Swamiji comes in darshan, we see our reality. That's what the darshan is, seeing the reality. And that is why evening darshan is so important. And make sure you don't miss any of the darshans, especially during these 9 nights of Navaratri. Now, please sit and find out those ideas that you have about food. Yes? Go ahead. Write down what are the ideas you have about food. What are the ideas you have about making food and sharing with others? What is the ideas that other people told you about food that you wanted to have but you didn't implement in your life? Even those write down, because those will also be conditioning you in one way or the other. So write down all of your ideas about food right now. Take a few moments now. Write down these ideas. We're going to be doing the completion with all these, healing ourselves and just flooding awareness to all of these various different patterns or food patterns in our life does a tremendous help. Yet, being aware of it is not just enough. Transforming that same energy and awareness into power manifestation is the way to do, is the way to really take the energy of this Navaratri to its maximum. It's not just about becoming this aware of our spiritual selves. It's about manifesting from Paramashiva. So we're going to be doing the power manifestation session for all of you and helping see into our lives through Paramashiva's third eye, seeing exactly and where we need to nourish ourselves the right way, not with the compulsive or reactionary patterns that we sometimes very much associate with our food. Yes? So go ahead, write down now those conditionings, those ideas that you have about food, how you relate with food, how you relate with others through food, whatever it may be. Go ahead and take a few moments now and write those down.
शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्तप्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न खलु कुशलः स्पन्दितुमपि अतस्त्वामाराध्यां हरिहरविरिञ्चादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यप्रभवति.
Make sure you really look into your food patterns. See, there's few examples of food patterns that you may be experiencing. As a child, sometimes that you are told, if you eat food, you'll become strong. If you eat food, you will become energetic. You will become tall. You'll become powerful. These conditions are given to you. Though, yeah, that time as a child, it will help you to eat food, and the parents did their role. But it's the guru to tell you that he comes to tell you that those same conditions also can give you the wrong understanding about the food, wrong understanding about the nourishment. Because in the truth, you're beyond all this. Even the food, if it's given to you, it can heal and sustain your body, but it isn't completely the necessary to give you the ultimate strength of consciousness. That's given to you by your guru. That's given to you by your initiation. That's given to you by your own spiritual awakening. So those conditionings also you should also remove and write down. Even the conditionings of, if you don't eat food, the bad man will come and take you away. These kind of fear patterns are also put into you, and that fear kind of blows up into your life and really helps you feel very insecure about food. Right now, when you think of food you're not able to handle, you only think of insecurity, and you're just loaded with the responsibility. When other people, you have a family, you need to take care of them. The need to take care of them is not like a love. It's not an overflowing. It's a big, insecurity. So those from the childhood, when you're given those, they play a bigger role in your life even now when it comes to how you relate with food or sharing the nourishment with others. And even in your business and even in your relationships, when you relate with others, how is it that they are able to affectionately show their love to you through the food that they give you, or you are able to do the same to them? These are the ways that the relationship works. Write those down because they form a conditioning or a need for nourishment to come from outside. The Guru, Swamiji in our lives, gives us the highest nourishment. Tells us we are enough unto ourselves. We are Paramashiva. From that space, when we cognize the desperation or the need and the need for food, need for relationships that provide you again food, need for every of these things, you just heal from them. You just rise above them. They no longer become like a compulsive behavior or a reactionary behavior. They become another part of life that you enjoy. The bhoga, the real enjoyment, starts happening only then. Only when you relieve yourself out of this push and pull of fear and greed, the real enjoyment can happen, and ultimately, going beyond, fulfillment will happen. Desires are meant to be fulfilled. They're not meant to continuously push or pull you. They're meant to be fulfilled and renounced. That the highest tyaga, the highest fulfillment or the highest nourishment, that aham brahmasmi, or these higher spiritual truths, paramashivoham, these are the nourishment I want to subscribe to. These are the nourishment that I want to have as a sustenance in my life. So those also can be healed, but we need to identify what it is that moves us, what makes the heart rate go up and down whenever it comes to the food cycle, whatever it may be, the blood pressure, every circulatory system. So much our physical body is connected with this one thing, food. So it's very important that you write down and remember all of the happenings in your life and your ideas related with the food patterns. So go ahead and take a few minutes now and write these down. We're going to be giving you the power manifestation in a few moments from now to really flood all of these patterns with the higher cognitions that put us into oneness and ultimately connect us with the source of ourselves and the whole cosmos, the Guru, Paramashiva. How we can connect with Swamiji and really take him as our fulfillment and as even the nourishment that we need. I think every day, if we can use the word, Swamiji's very words and satsang every day and darshan every day is so much like a feast in itself. It so has the different flavors and tastes like the meal that you will eat that has the different items. There's so much of beautiful knowledge that Swamiji is giving, the Jnanadan that is happening during the darshan time. How do we best receive Swamiji when he comes for darshan today? How do we best prepare ourselves? And most importantly, receive him with the ultimate sentiment of gratitude. That is the best way to do it. So go ahead and finish writing your list with all of the examples and the patterns and conditioning that you want to heal from, and we will help you manifest with this energy that you're going to build now. Yes, go ahead.
शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्तप्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न खलु कुशलः स्पन्दितुमपि अतस्त्वामाराध्यां हरिहरविरिञ्चादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यप्रभवति तनीयां सम्पांसुं तव चरणपङ्केरुहभवं विरिञ्चि सञ्चिन्वन् विरचयति लोकानविकलं वहत्येनं शौरी कथमपि सहस्रेण शिरसां हरसं शुद्ध्यैनं भजति भासितो धूलनविधिम् अविद्यानामन्तस्तिमिरमिहिरद्वीपनगरी जटानां चैतन्यस्तबकमकरन्दश्रुतिजरी दरिद्राणां चिन्तामणि गुणनिका जन्मजलधौ निमग्नानां दंष्ट्रामुररिपुवराहस्य भवति वदन्यपाणिभ्यामभयवरदो दैवतगण त्वमेका नैवासि प्रकटितवराभीत्यभिनया भयात्रातुं दातुं फलमपि च वाञ्छासमधिकम् शरण्ये लोकानां तव हि शरणावेव निपुणौ हरिस्त्वामाराध्य प्रणतजन सौभाग्यजननीं पुरानारी भूत्वा पुररिपुमपि क्षोभमनयत् सरोऽपि त्वां नत्वा रतिनयनलेहेन वपुषा मुनीनामप्यन्त प्रभवति हि मोहाय महताम् धनुपौष्पं मौर्वी मधुकरमयी पञ्चमी शिखा वसन्त सामन्तो मलय मरुता योधनरथ तथाप्येक सर्वं हिमगिरिसुते कामपि कृपाम् अपाङ्गाते लगा जगदितमनङ्गो विजयते कनत्काञ्चीधामा करिकलभकुम्भस्तननथा परीक्षीण मध्ये परिणत शरच्चन्द्रवदना धनुर्बाणान् पाशं सृणिमपि ददाना करतलै पुरस्तादियास्तां न पुरमथितुराहो पुरुषिका सिन्धोर्मध्ये सुरविडविवाटी परिवृते मणिद्वीपे नीपोपवनवती चिन्तामणिगृहे शिवाकारे मञ्चे परमशिवपर्यङ्कनिलयां भजन्ति त्वां धन्या कतिचन चिदानन्दलहरीं महीमूलाधारे गमपि मणिपूरे हुतवहं स्थितं स्वाधिष्ठाने हृदि मरुदमाकाशमुपरि मनोऽपि भ्रुमध्ये सकलमपि भेत्वा कुलपतं सहस्रारे पद्मे सह रहसि पत्या विहरसे सुधाधारा सारैश्वरणयुगलान्तर्विगलितैः प्रपञ्चं सिञ्चन्ति पुनरपि रसाम्नायमकसः अवाप्य स्वां भूमिं भुजगनिभममद्युष्टवलयम् स्वमात्मानं कृत्वा स्वपिशिकुलकुण्डे कुहरिणी चतुर्भिः श्रीकण्ठैः शिवयुवतिभिः पञ्चभिरपि प्रभिन्नाभिः शम्भोर्नवभिरपि मूलप्रकृतिभिः चतुश्चत्वारिंशत्वसुदलकलाश्रत्रिवलय त्रिरेखाभिः सार्धं तव चरणकोणापरिणताः सौन्दर्यं तु हि नगिरिकन्ये तुलयितुं कवीन्द्रा कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्च प्रभृतय यदा लोकौत्सुक्यादवरललनायान्ति मनसा तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीं नरं वर्षियां नयनविरसं नर्मसुजडं तवापाङ्गलोके पतितमनुधावन्ति शतश गलद्वेणीबन्धा कुचकलशमिश्रस्तसिच्छया हठात्तृट्यकाञ्चो विगणितदुकूला युवतय श्रितौ षट्पञ्चाशद्विसमधिकपञ्चाशदुदके हुताशे द्वाषष्टिश्चतुरधिकपञ्चाशदनिले द्विविद्धिं षट्.
Yes. Jana, we can take a couple of more minutes, few more moments to write down our ideas and thought currents about food. Quickly write them down, and we will be entering into the power manifestation. We'll take one more minute to complete the writing. How many of you have finished? You can raise your hand. If you have completed writing, if you just raise your hand if you have finished writing about your food thought currents, whatever is related to food. If you have completed writing about them, just raise your hands. If you have finished writing, please just raise your hands. Okay. 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 Yes. So now we will be entering into the power manifestation. So whatever thought currents, whatever incompletions, whatever we are carrying about food, where we feel some kind of an incompletion or whatever thought currents it may be with food, we'll be experiencing the completion with that today with the blessings of Devi Annapurneshwari. Annapurneshwari is the one who is the Devi who gives the completion in all the food, in all food aspects of our life. Food is the source of all of our nourishment. We have that idea that food is the only source of all of our nourishment. What we take inside is the nourishment for our body. And Annapurneshwari Devi is the one who gives completion in that aspect itself. So let us now enter into the power manifestation. Those of you who are writing, you can quickly finish. Just sit in a meditative space. We will enter into the power manifestation now. Just sit in a relaxed way. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. 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 The first thought current is looking at food as the source of nourishment, for your body and mind. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Always having the cognition that you have not enjoyed the food aspect in your life completely. Thinking that you want more of it every single moment. Failing to understand that this desire will lead to more incompletion. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. The next thought current is forgetting the solutions that are there inside you, which you have been showered with, and looking for solutions outside constantly, trying to find for solutions externally in your life for every single problem. Yes. So now these are the three main thought currents. Some are related to food and some related to your life itself. So now look within yourself. You can choose multiple thought currents as well, but try to choose one. Pinpoint the exact one thought current that you connect to the most. Out of the three that were revealed now, you can raise a hand for multiple as well if you connect with all of them. But try to pinpoint and connect to one particular thought current that is leading your life in this aspect. That is the source of all the things in this aspect. So now we'll be going over those thought currents now. I'll be sharing them with you again. Yes, so the first thought current is looking at food as the source of nourishment for your body and mind. Yes. So how many of you feel that you connect with this thought current? Looking at food as the source of nourishment for your body and mind. So source of nourishment for your body and mind, not just the body, and mind as well. Like when you feel stressed, you think that you need to eat. That is like trying to keep yourself, trying to keep your mind fulfilled, trying to keep thinking that, okay, if I just going on stress eating or trying to eat food to avoid some things in your life, trying to avoid situations in your life, trying to avoid certain things in your life by having food, taking food inside. You can raise. Yes. So keep your hands raised. How many of you are raising your hands? Okay.
Yes. Yes. Ma Reshav, Nityanandamma, can you hear me? Ma Reshav, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. Yes. So, would you like to share how you connect to this, Ma? Like how this thought current you are connecting with? Maybe you can put it in the Zoom chat if you don't want to share aloud. You can put it in the Zoom chat. Yeah, go ahead, post it in the Zoom chat. However, you connect to this thought current. Each one of you can post how you are connecting to this thought current. Whoever of you are raising your hand, just go ahead and post in the Zoom chat how you are connecting to this first thought current. Define Paulian, yes, please go ahead, Ma. You can also post how you are connecting to this thought current. Yes, Sumita Agarwal, you can go ahead, yeah. How you connect to this thought current? Which pattern in your life shows that you are associated to this thought current related to food? Go ahead, you can post it in the Zoom chat now. Let's take a couple of moments. I'm just waiting. So whoever raised your hands that you're connecting to this thought current, you can post it in the Zoom chat. So from there, we will work towards achieving the completion with this thought current today. I also request all the participants to keep your cameras turned on. Please make sure that your cameras are turned on. Yes. So one of the participants have shared here, feeling overwhelmed and not able to face a strong emotion. I feel like eating compulsively without sensation of hunger in my body. Another participant is sharing, I am being deprived to a lot of things but food. When I'm stressed by time, hurry, or sometimes to fulfill something. Okay, you consume food to fulfill some other things in your life. Okay. I used to fill a void when I feel sad. I eat to feel better. Okay. Yes. So everyone who is connecting, I see that many of you are connecting to this food pattern. Yes, Ma Reshav, Ma Tiffine, Ma Sumit Agarwal, everyone who is connecting with this food pattern. You need to understand that food is, Swamiji says, food is like a medicine for us. It is, it should be consumed as much as a medicine. Otherwise, it will become like an addiction inside you. Okay, so you need to have the food, whatever you're consuming inside you, just have the cognition that it is only for your basic needs. You don't need more than just to fulfill your hunger. It is not for you don't need to consume as much as you do consume every day. Food is the source of most of our problems in our life. Many of you are what you eat. Swamiji says you are what you eat. So whatever incompletions are there inside us, it is the food sitting as toxins or patterns inside us and causing those things in our life. Okay, and Devi Annapurni, Swamiji's manifestation of Devi Annapurni is the ultimate completion. When Paramashiva was having that bhiksha, when he was getting the bhiksha from various different places, that kapala which was there in his hand, it was having that hunger. It was swallowing up everything that was given to Paramashiva. But the moment Devi gave that one bit of fulfillment, just one morsel of food to that Brahma Kapala became fulfilled. It became complete, and it just left. So the same way, all of our incompletions are sitting inside us and holding us from manifesting those different things in our life. All the energy that we are putting into the food, all the energy that we are putting into this dimension in our life, it is like the Brahma Kapala sitting inside us, sitting in our hand. Whatever energy we are putting, it is just going into our daily day-to-day activities, and just we are feeling so tired by the end of the day, not able to do anything else. This is because of that food pattern inside us. And to break that food pattern, Swami has given powerful solutions. And one of those powerful solutions are like the Nirahara Samyama and these various different things that you can do. And also today is a very auspicious time where Swamiji is gracing us as Devi Annapurni during today's darshan at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. New York time. Swamiji is gracing us as the Annapurneshwari, and you can also offer the Alankara Seva to Devi Annapurneshwari. Actually, you can actually do the Alankara Seva to Devi Annapurneshwari. Ma. So Alankara Seva is a very powerful offering to Swamiji as Devi Annapurneshwari. Okay, so whoever is connecting to this food pattern, yes, I see Ma Reshav, Ma Tiffin, and a few others. I think you're joining for the first time, right? Whoever you're connecting to this food pattern the most, I received the message from Ma Reshav, Ma Tiffin, and a few other participants here. You can actually do the Alankar Seva to Devi Annapurneshwari. See, Annapurneshwari is the fulfillment of, to give fulfillment in all the food aspects in our life. Okay, so we will help you offer this. I will give you more seva. So this seva, this particular seva itself is $1,500 US dollars. So we will help you to do this offering as well. And you can understand, see, this food pattern, when you break that food pattern, so many incompletions inside us just drop, and we are able to experience higher space, higher states of consciousness, because everything is suppressed. We start suppressing things inside us by putting food on top of it, hiding everything behind just this thinking that this basic nourishment is needed for you. How many of you are able to connect with this? You can just put your hands up. How many of you are able to connect with this? Yes. Okay. Ma, is that you connect? Okay. Ma Resha, are you able to catch this, Ma? Are you able to understand? Okay. That's great. Yes. Yes, Ma Samarpini Nityanandamma. You can hear me? Do you connect with this, Ma? Yes, Nityanandam. Are you able to connect with this, Ma? Okay, wonderful. See, so this thought current, that when you break this one thought current that is there inside you, that food is the nourishment for you, food is the nourishment for either your body or mind, you go beyond all the incompletions that is related to food and your physical body. So many of the physical ailments or physical aging itself, it is related to food, because you think that food is nourishing you, and you constantly consume more of it, and your body has to put extra effort, to just clean those toxins or clean that thing that the food is doing to our body. So when you go beyond food, when you go beyond this hunger, food and hunger, you experience a lot of completion, and a lot of fulfillment happens inside you, to your physical body and in your inner space as well. So that is why when you connect with Devi Annapurneshwari, when you connect with Swamiji, when you connect with Paramashiva as Devi Annapurneshwari, the Paramashiva Shakti manifesting as Devi Annapurneshwari, connecting with her is very important, and it is very powerful to break all of your food patterns. So you can also do the this Alankara Seva. Are you able to connect with this? Are you able to connect with this pattern, and how this powerful cognition, when you connect with Swamiji, when you connect with Devi Annapurneshwari and intensely decide to break this, it will manifest in your life. So yes, Ma, would you like to share, Ma? Ma Sharmini, Samarpini Nityanandamma, would you can also go ahead. You can also share. Yes, you can share, Ma. Just a moment. Sorry, just one moment.
शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्तप्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न खलु कुशलः स्पन्दितुमपि अतस्त्वामाराध्यां हरिहरविरिञ्चादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यप्रभवति तनीयां सम्पांसुं तव चरणपङ्केरुहभवं विरिञ्चि सञ्चिन्वन् विरचयति लोकानविकलं वहत्येनं शौरी
Oh, sorry. Now can you hear me, Ma? Sorry, I think there was a... Yes, I think...
Yes, Ma.
Yes, go ahead, Ma. Go ahead, Ma. Samarpini, go ahead, Ma. I think you can hear me now, right? Are you able to hear me, Ma? Ma Samarpini? Okay, okay. Wonderful, Ma. Yes, so would you like to share anything, Ma? Would you like to share how you connect to this one thing?
Yes, well, what Hari said on the lifetime Hari,
Okay.
and growing up, food was everything. So if anything happened emotionally, if people were coming to the house, they'd always offer food, which was beautiful, but emotionally, food was used. And I suffered as a teenager from anorexia and bulimia. And it was like a torture, because whenever I looked in the mirror, I saw fat. and I was like a skeleton. remember also too, when he's going to a hypnosis person and he hypnotizes me, I always hear that sentence, if you eat like a pig, you look like a pig. Like it was just like torture. Because we had no because the mind and the eating were so displaced. You know, it was a tool for punishment or self-feel love.
Okay.
Food had more importance than it needed to have. So after doing the Hari and just living as a Nitya Acharya and eating sustenance, vegetarian, I can say the food is healing. It's just healing. Just cooking it, eating with the fingers. And if I have a friend who's suffering or someone, I feed with my own hands. And they feel so loved like mothers there. I think it's so beautiful now. The whole relationship with food has completely changed.
Okay, wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful, ma. Wonderful. That's really great. So actually, ma, Swamiji is that mother. See, he has given us all the solutions, whether it is the Nirahara Samyama or the initiation into go beyond food, water, going beyond even just living on air. Swamiji has given us that initiation to go beyond any physical needs that we need to consume inside our body. So he is that mother who is nourishing us constantly. So he is that Annapurneshwari who is blessing us and gracing us every single moment.
It's a blessing, that's for sure. It's truly a blessing. And I did Nirahari with him in India. So it was such and I have a photograph of where he said, when you're done, your face will glow like the moon. And I have the most beautiful photo of receiving his blessing, his hand. And
Wonderful.
I think it's literally glowing. It absolutely all changed me, transformed me forever.
Okay.
He is that mother. He is.
Okay.
He's beautiful.
Okay. Wonderful, ma. That's really amazing. Okay. Yes, ma. So you can also actually do the Alankara Seva to Devi Annapurneshwari today. So Annapurneshwari is the one who is the mother, the one who is the completion, as we just shared. You can actually connect with her also today, and you can do the Alankara Seva. So we can also share the details with you. So the team who is there, who can help you, they will connect with you on the Zoom chat also, and they will be able to help you. Yes, thank you so much for your sharing, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Yes, wonderful. Anyone else would like to share about food and how you have experienced completion with Swamiji, or what you want to experience, what you're looking forward to experience as well as a solution in your life? You can share either one. Yes, ma. Ratna Prabha, go ahead, ma. You can unmute yourself. Yes.
Nityananda Maharaj. Maharaj, I feel like to have coffee or tea when I feel stressed or tension. I don't know, and also I feel like doing the work hurry and I want to move towards the next work very quickly. So even in writing also, whenever I write tea or something else, I put lines forward. So somebody says that's your psychology, that shows you are already thinking towards the next work. That shows. And also I eat whenever I stay outside in college or in my workplace. I have coffee by chocolates when I feel stressed or tension. Even I am having this homeopathy medicine also. So, but I'm not taking this regularly. Sometimes I take this. Otherwise, my mind will not be calm. It will be always in tension. Like that.
Yes, ma. See, you can actually, Swamiji has given different types of Nirahara Samyama also. You can actually adapt, or you can actually start practicing any one of them. You can, there is Rama Nirahara Samyama, Krishna Nirahara Samyama, where you only consume those particular things, actually you can follow that. That will be a really powerful thing for you to heal your inner space and the body both. Yes. Okay, ma.
Actually, I have practiced Nirahara, Maharaj. My skin get wrinkled, like that it happens, and I don't feel any instinct to eat. Just I will take liquid food only at that time. So
Good,
even
good.
even in my home, our relatives they are preparing some aromatic foods. I don't feel to eat.
Okay.
To eat them to have them
Okay,
at
ma.
that time.
Okay. Okay. Got it, ma. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, thank you, ma. Thank you for sharing. Yes. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. So let us move on to the next thought current now. So the next thought current is having the cognition that you have not enjoyed the food aspect in your life completely, thinking that you want more of it every single moment, falling into an understanding that this desire will lead to more incompletion. Okay, so this is the second thought current, that you feel that you have not had enough, you feel that you always want more. So the first thought current was where you fulfill your inner space by constantly dumping something on top of it just to keep it engaged, just to keep it fulfilled for temporary, for the time being. Just you constantly go on dumping something on it. That was the first thought current. So second thought current is you always don't feel fulfilled in your life in the aspect of food. You feel that you still want more. It is not related to body, mind, or other things. You just want to have more, whether it is junk food or whether it is coffee or whether it is tea. You constantly feel that something has to keep on going inside your body. Every few hours, every 1 or 2 hours, you feel that something has to keep, you have to keep consuming something. So this is the second thought current. So how many of you connect with this? Thinking that something has to constantly go inside you. Okay. Yes. Ma is stuck? Yes. You can. Would you like to share something, ma? Yes, you can share. Whoever you're raising your hands, you can put it in the Zoom chat. How you connect to this? If you don't want to share it aloud, you can also put it in the Zoom chat. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. So you can, whoever are connecting to this thought current, you also can share how you connect to it. What is it that you see inside? That which pattern, like what pattern is associated to this particular thought current? I'll also be sharing the third thought current now. Let's go over the third thought current as well. The third one is forgetting the solutions that are there inside you, that you have been showered with, and looking for solutions outside constantly, trying to find solutions externally in your life for every single problem. Instead of looking for solutions inside you, which Swamiji has given all of us as enlightenment, which Swamiji has given us as power, which Swamiji is there as himself, has all the powers and power manifestation. But still you feel that the solution is not there inside you. The Swamiji who is there inside you, the being who is there inside you, the Paramashiva who is there inside you, you forget about that Paramashiva, about the Swamiji who is there inside you, and you constantly look for solutions externally. You feel that something else externally is a solution for many of the problems in your life. You don't understand or you don't relate to Swamiji as the source of all the solutions. How many of you relate to this? Raise your hands. Yes. Yes, I think some of us are still sharing for the second thought current also. Yes, you can share for, yes, you can share. Yes. So the participant is sharing tea, food, or water. I bring energy down. Okay. Ma, darling, I think your message is not very clear, ma. If you can share it a little bit more elaborately. Another participant is sharing habit of always planning for next meal. Okay. Feeling like eating sweets a lot again and again. I want to eat something. Okay. See, these are all the different ways that these thought currents are manifesting in your life, that are affecting in your everyday, day-to-day living. Yes. So, yes, I think a few more are sharing. Yes, go ahead. You can share. You have a few more moments now. You can continue to share. Yes. So everyone who are messaging, everyone who are able to connect to these thought currents that are related to food or related to completion, that you're looking from external source of nourishment or food to fulfill your mind, fulfill your body, all of these things. Food, you need to understand that food is the mother of all the patterns. Whatever pattern that you have inside you, that food is the one that triggers it very powerfully. So food is actually a very powerful way, that powerful thing that triggers your incompletions, triggers your patterns, which is like a mother of all the patterns. That is why Swamiji has given so many tons of solutions for completion in this food aspect of our life. And also today's Alankara Seva that is there, that also is towards the completion in your food dimension itself. So whoever wants to offer that, you can also do the Alankara Seva as well, as one aspect of your completion towards the food dimension. So that is also in a way that you can experience the completion through the Alankara Seva. Yes, I think a few more people have messaged. Yes. Ma Saroj Nityanandamma, I think you're connected as iPhone 2, right? Ma Saroj. Yes, Nityanandamma, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Yes, I can hear you now. Thank
Yes, yes. Okay, ma. So were you able to hear me this far?
you. Sorry, say that again.
I asked if you were able to hear me, if you followed along.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, yes, yes. I've been thinking, yes, I relate to what other monks have said. I have this need to eat or maybe have a drink or something as a kind of filling the gap, if you like. But lately, for a while, when Swamiji said, don't eat after sunset, I fixed a time for me and say I won't eat after 6. And that actually is probably the most powerful for me. So up till now, nothing seemed to. I did a lot of Nirahara, and they were good, to be fair. But but the evening, fixing an evening time and not eating beyond it is good. And then it just sets the system right. And my gut is happier. Yes, so yes, I'm now, I've only started recently, 6 o'clock thing. Sometimes it goes 6:30, sometimes even 7:30. But on the whole, I'm around 6:30. And it works for me. It's working. I just need to now carry on doing it, as Swamiji said, for 21 days, and it'll fit in my system. So yes, I'm moving towards it. I'm really happy. I think it's the first time it's working for me. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, ma. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, thank you so much for sharing. Just one moment, ma. Yes, ma. So actually, this see, the current what you're sharing, right? To have that breakthrough in this aspect, that you're trying to align your food to within 6. That is actually because Swamiji shares that eating before the sunset is because our Jatanagni, means the fire energy, that is the digestive fire energy that is there inside us, that starts, the power of that digestive fire energy starts coming down once the sunset happens. So when we eat beyond that, it actually becomes as more tamas and more laziness and patterns inside us. That is why Swamiji has told us to not eat beyond uh, sunset. So actually, during, if you,
it worked for me. So
correct.
The other thing I meant to also tell you is that Swamiji said stay on the liquid as far as possible, and I find that has really worked. So in the morning, instead of going for a tea drink, which blinds me very well, and I have some juices, and I'm finding that's also very nice. I think it's I'm having a breakthrough. I go and play bridge, and I seem to be playing too well, even if I haven't even had much sleep. I think it's changing. My eating pattern is really beginning to work for me. It's beginning. I've got it that it works. I just need to carry on, and I will.
Okay, wonderful, ma. Wonderful. Actually, ma, today you can take the step to offer the Alankara Seva. See, Alankara Seva is a very powerful offering where Devi Annapurneshwari is the mother who gives us completion in the food dimension of our life.
Just sent quite a big SJP donation offering. I've done for Navaratri. Because I did it for my sister as well, so I've really
wonderful
all over the place, which is very good. I'm happy with it. Thank you.
Okay, ma. Okay. Make sure to connect with Swamiji during the darshan, ma. So during the darshan, when you connect with Swamiji as Devi Annapurneshwari, that will actually intensify.
Yes. I watch darshan every day, even though for us it finishes at 2 a.m. I watch it every day. I watch it every day.
Wonderful.
Occasionally family, I miss it. But
Okay.
more if I'm traveling or something, I don't miss it. He's my lifeline.
Wonderful,
So I'm
ma.
not missing anything. Yeah,
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, ma. Yes, yes. Thank you, ma. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Anyone else would like to share? Share your experience. Share anything that you're working towards, that you want to have the breakthrough in, or you want to request for a guidance, or want to break a pattern that you're looking for in terms of food aspect. You can unmute yourself. You can share what you would like to. So, all of us, I think all of us were writing down all of the incompletions or our thought currents related to food, right? So you can go ahead and share what you wrote, some of the things that you wrote over there. You can share some. Okay. Yes. Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Jadashaktika, Nityananda ma. Would you like to share something, ma?
Okay. I can share something. I used to think I don't have food pattern. That she wants us to do like one meal a day. There's one period where I was able to do it very consistently. Except I do have a little bit of issue on Sunday because Sunday I visit my mother. Saturday I visit my in-law. It's for dinner only, so it's not an issue. So I eat during dinner. But Sunday I visit my mom for lunch and dinner. So if I don't eat, then she will start to, no, why are you doing all this like special diet again and all these things? Because one thing my family is not they don't like me like connecting with Swamiji. Even though my mother see the change in me, that I used to be a very temperamental, quite violent because of all the meat that I've taken, but because after knowing Swamiji, I convert to vegetarian, and so she did see a change in me, like in my temperament and all this. Is that otherwise every Sunday I go back to our house, I'll be scolding my sons for not doing their homework or their schoolwork. But after that, it's like she can feel the change in me, that like now it's like I don't have much anger and all this. So she's yeah. But the thing is, she doesn't like when I told her, oh, I'm on Nirahara, that I only drink liquid, you don't cook for me and all this. She thinks that like being a vegetarian is like you won't have enough nourishment for your body, because it's like you really limit the kind of food that I only eat, like vegetables and stuff, fruits.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. And then now because I go big, they are more unhappy. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like to avoid like conflicts and all this. So sometimes Sunday I will just eat the 2 meals. I don't want her to say too much.
Okay.
Yeah. And, but otherwise, I'm actually fine. But I follow that quite consistently. I try, I advocate that, and I try to tell that, and I make an effort to like go early to my in-law place for dinner and all this, so that I can finish before the sunset.
Okay.
But recently I realized that I've been like eating even past midnight.
Okay.
Especially during this
Yes, ma'am.
Navaratri. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Seema, so today, with the blessings of Devi Annapurneshwari, you can break all of these food patterns once and for all. So take that strong decision to take the step and break that inside you, ma. Yes.
Okay, I will connect to her during tomorrow. I mean, during the darshan.
Yes.
Because recently in the Kalaveravara Akashic reading, I was told to offer Pada Puja. And so I manifested this on
Wonderful.
the first day of Navaratri.
Okay.
Yeah, but because of that, yeah.
So you're offering today, or you already offered?
No, Maharaj told me to offer on the 13th. The
So last day,
evening,
Vijayadashmi day.
it will be
Wonderful.
possible.
Wonderful, ma.
Yes,
Wonderful.
yes.
So there is going to be a grand celebration on Vijayadashmi. Great, great. Wonderful, ma. Wonderful. Yes. Thank you, ma. Yes, ma. Is stuck? Yes. Would you like to share, ma? You can also share if you want to. You can put it in the Zoom chat. If you don't want to unmute, you can also share it in the Zoom chat. Go ahead, ma. You can put it in the Zoom chat and you can share how you feel and what breakthroughs you are looking forward to in this dimension. Yes. So shortly we are going to be entering into the darshan. We are going to be watching the darshan of Swamiji, one of the very powerful darshans of Swamiji. We are going to be playing and we are going to be receiving the blessings, preparing ourselves to receive the ultimate darshan today evening, today night, tomorrow morning for many of us, and today evening for many of us. Yes. So we will be connecting with Devi now in just a few moments. And those of us who are offering the seva as well will be helping you to complete making the offering. So if you are offering the seva, you can also share your details with us here so we can connect with you after this session as well. Yes. Also, one more very powerful thing before we enter into the darshan. Food actually triggers the anti-aging. When you bring the control on the food, when you bring the right habits, when you bring the right thought current in terms of food, it actually manifests the anti-aging inside us. The power of anti-aging is just that when you manifest the right thought currents in terms of food, when you experience the right thought currents in food, you experience anti-aging happening in you. So it is also a very powerful opportunity if you want to offer the Alankara Seva. You can do the Alankara Seva as well and experience completion in that dimension of food. So yes, so if you are planning to offer the Alankara Seva as well, you can put your contacts to us on the Zoom chat so we can connect with you and help you, or we can share the details with you on the Zoom chat as well. So with this, we will be entering into the darshan very shortly. So let us enter into a meditative space now. To sit in that meditative space, to experience Swamiji, to experience the completion, fulfillment happening inside us. Let us sit in that meditative space now for a few moments before we enter into the darshan. Just sit in a relaxed way. Visualize Swamiji in your inner space.
शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्तप्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न खलु कुशलः स्पन्दितुमपि अतस्त्वामाराध्यां हरिहरविरिञ्चादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यप्रभवति तनीयां सम्पांसुं तव चरणपङ्केरुहभवं विरिञ्चि सञ्चिन्वन् विरचयति लोकानविकलम् वहत्येनं शौरी कथमपि सहस्रेण शिरसां हरसं शुद्ध्यैनं भजति भासितो धूलनविधिम् अविद्यानामन्तस्तिमिरमिहिरद्वीपनगरी जटानां चैतन्यस्तबकमकरन्दश्रुतिजरी दरिद्राणां चिन्तामणि गुणनिका जन्मजलधौ निमग्नानां दंष्ट्रामुररिपुवराहस्य भवति वदन्यपाणिभ्यामभयवरदो दैवतगण त्वमेका नैवासि प्रकटितवराभीत्यभिनया भयात्रातुं दातुं फलमपि च वाञ्छासमधिकम् शरण्ये लोकानां तव हि शरणावेव निपुणौ हरिस्त्वामाराध्य प्रणतजन सौभाग्यजननीं पुरानारी भूत्वा पुररिपुमपि क्षोभमनयत् सरोऽपि त्वां नत्वा रतिनयनलेहेन वपुषा मुनीनामप्यन्त प्रभवति हि मोहाय महताम् धनुपौष्पं मौर्वी मधुकरमयी पञ्चमी शिखा वसन्त सामन्तो मलय मरुता योधनरथ तथाप्येक सर्वं हिमगिरिसुते कामपि कृपाम् अपाङ्गाते लद्वा जगदितमनङ्गो विजयते कनत्काञ्चीधामा करिकलभकुम्भस्तननथा परीक्षीण मध्ये परिणत शरच्चन्द्रवदना धनुर्बाणान् पाशं सृणिमपि ददाना करतलै पुरस्तादियास्तां न पुरमथितुराहो पुरुषिका सिन्धोर्मध्ये सुरविडपिवाटी परिवृते मणिद्वीपे नीपोपवनवती चिन्तामणिगृहे शिवाकारे मञ्चे परमशिवपर्यङ्कनिलयां भजन्ति त्वां धन्या कतिचन चिदानन्दलहरीं महीमूलाधारे गमपि मणिपूरे हुतमहं स्थितं स्वाधिष्ठाने हृदि मरुदमाकाशमुपरि मनो
நின்றாய் காளி பொறியை வென்றி நின்றாய் பூதமைதுமானாய் காளி பொறிகளைதுமானாய் போதமாகி நின்றாய் காளி பொறியை வென்றி நின்றாய் யாருமாகி நின்றாய் துன்பமில்லாத நிலையே சக்தி தூரமில்லாத விழிப்பே சக்தி அன்பு கனிந்த கனிவே சக்தி ஆண்மை நிறைந்த நிறைவே சக்தி 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 பாட்டில் வந்த களியே சக்தி வாழ்வு பெருக்கும் மதியே சக்தி ஊழ்வினை நீக்கும் உயர்வே சக்தி 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 உள்ளத்தொழிலும் விளக்கே சக்தி 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 யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் இன்பமாகி விட்டாய் இன்பமாகி விட்டாய் காளி என்னுள்ளே புகுந்தாய் இன்பமாகி விட்டாய் காளி என்னுள்ளே புகுந்தாய் பின்பு நின்னையல்லாய் காளி பிரிந்து நானும் உண்டோ இன்பமாகி விட்டாய் காளி என்னுள்ளே புகுந்தாய் பின்பு நின்னையல்லாய் காளி பிரிந்து நானும் உண்டோ அன்பளித்து விட்டாய் காளி 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 அன்பளித்து விட்டாய் காளி ஆண்மை தந்து விட்டாய் துன்பம் நீக்கி விட்டாய் துன்பம் நீக்கி விட்டாய் காளி தொல்லை போக்கி விட்டாய் துன்பம் நீக்கி விட்டாய் காளி தொல்லை போக்கி விட்டாய் தொல்லை போக்கி விட்டாய் காளி தொல்லை போக்கி விட்டாய் யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி யாதுமாகி நின்றாய் காளி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் காளி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி ஓம் சக்தி
शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्तप्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न खलु कुशलः स्पन्दितुमपि हतस्त्वामाराध्यां हरिहरविरिञ्चादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यप्रभवति तनीयां सम्पांसुं तव चरणपङ्केरुहभवं विरिञ्चि सञ्चिन्वन् विरचयति लोकानविकलम् वहत्येनं शौरी कथमपि सहस्रेण शिरसां हरसं शुद्ध्यैनं भजति भासितो धूलनविधिम् अविद्यानामन्तस्तिमिरमिहिरद्वीपनगरी जटानां चैतन्यस्तबकमकरन्दश्रुतिजरी दरिद्राणां चिन्तामणि गुणनिका जन्मजलधौ निमग्नानां दंष्ट्रामुररिपुवराहस्य भवति वदन्यपाणिभ्यामभयवरदो दैवतगण त्वमेका नैवासि प्रकटितवराभीत्यभिनया भयात्रातुं दातुं फलमपि च वाञ्छासमधिकम् शरण्ये लोकानां तव हि शरणावेव निपुणौ हरिस्त्वामाराध्य प्रणतजन सौभाग्यजननीं पुरानारी भूत्वा पुररिपुमपि क्षोभमनयत् सरोऽपि त्वां नत्वा रतिनयनलेहेन वपुषा मुनीनामप्यन्त प्रभवति हि मोहाय मर्हताम् धनुपौष्पं मौर्वी मधुकरमयी पञ्चमी शिखा वसन्त सामन्तो मलय मरुता योधनरथ तथाप्येक सर्वं हिमगिरिसुते कामपि कृपाम् अपागाते लगा जगदितमनङ्गो विजयते कनत्काञ्चीधामा करिकलभकुम्भस्तननथा परीक्षीण मध्ये परिणत शरच्चन्द्रवदना धनुर्बाणान् पाशं सृणिमपि ददाना करतलै पुरस्तादियास्तां न पुरमथितुराहो पुरुषिका सिन्धोर्मध्ये सुरविडपिवाटी परिवृते मणिद्वीपे नीपोपवनवती चिन्तामणिगृहे शिवाकारे मञ्चे परमशिवपर्यङ्कनिलयां भजन्ति त्वं धन्या कतिचन चिदानन्दलहरीं महीमूलाधारे गमपि मणिपूरे हुतमहं स्थितं स्वाधिष्ठाने हृदि मरुदमाकाशमुपरि मनोऽपि भ्रुमध्ये सकलमपि भेत्वा कुलपतम् सहस्रारे पद्मे सह रहसि पत्या विहरसे सुधाधारा सारैश्वरणयुगलान्तर्विगलितैः प्रपञ्चं सिञ्चन्ति पुनरपि रसां नायमहसः अवाप्य स्वां भूमिं भुजगनिभममध्युष्टवलयम् स्वमात्मानं कृत्वा स्वपिशिकुलकुण्डे कुहरिणी चतुर्भिः श्रीकण्ठैः शिवयुवतिभिः पञ्चभिरपि प्रभिन्नाभिः शम्भोर्नवभिरपि मूलप्रकृतिभिः चतुश्चत्वारिंशत्वसुदलकलाश्रत्रिवल्लय त्रिरेकाभिः सार्धं तव चरणकोणापरिणताः सौन्दर्यं तु हि न गिरिकन्ये तुलयितुं कवीन्द्रा कल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्च प्रभृतय यदा लोकौत्सुक्यादवरललनायान्ति मनसा तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीं नरं वर्षीयां नयनविरसं नर्मसुजडं तवापाङ्गलोके पतितमनुधावन्ति शतश गलद्वेणीबन्धा कुचकलशमेश्वस्तसिच्छया हठात्तृट्यकाञ्चो विगणितदुकूला युवतय श्रितौ षट्पञ्चाशद्विसमधिकपञ्चाशदुदके हुताशे द्वाषष्टिश्चतुरधिकपञ्चाशदनिले द्विविद्धिं षट्त्रिंशन्मनसि च चतुष्षष्टिरिति ये अयुखास्तेषामप्युपरि तव पादाम्बुजयुगम् शरज्योत्स्ना शुद्धां शशियुतजटाजूटमकुटां परत्रा मन्त्राणस्फटिकघटिका पुस्तककरां सकृन्नत्वा नत्वा कथमिव सतां सन्निदधते मधुक्षीरद्राक्षा मधुरि मधुरीणा फणितय कवीन्द्राणां चेतकमलवनबालातपरुचिं भजन्ते ये सन्त कतिचिदरुणामेव भवतीं विरिञ्चि प्रेयस्यास्तरुणतरशृङ्गारनगरी कभीराभिर्वाग्भिर्विदधति सतां रञ्जनममी सवित्रीभिर्वाचां शशिमणिशिलाभङ्गरुचिभिर्वशिन्याद्यभिस्त्वां सहजननि सञ्चिन्तयति सकर्ता काव्यानां भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिर्वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वदनकमलामोदमधुरै तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणधरणि श्रीशरणिभिर्देवं सर्वामूर्वी मरुणिमणिमतां स्मरति भवन्त्यस्य त्रस्यद्वनकरिणा शालीननयना सहोर्वश्यवश्या कतिगतिन गीर्वाणगणिका मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा कुचयुगमतस्तस्य ददधो करार्थं ध्यायेद्यो हरमहिषिते मन्मथकलां ससद्य संक्षोभं नयति वनिता इत्यतिलगो त्रिलोकीमभ्याशु भ्रमयति रविदुस्तनयुगम् किरन्ति मङ्गेभ्यः किरणनि कुरुम्बामृतरसं हृदि त्वामाधत्ते हिमकरशिलामूर्तिमेव या ससर्पाणां दर्पं शमयति शुकुन्दाधिप इव ज्वरप्लोष्टान् दृष्ट्या सुखयति सुधाधारशिरया तटिल्लेखा तन्वीं तपन शशि वैश्वानरमयीं तपन शशि वैश्वानरमयीं निषण्णां षण्णामप्युपरि कमलानां तव कलां निषण्णां षण्णामप्युपरि कमलानां तव कलां कमलानां तव कलां कमलानां तव कलां महापद्माडव्यां हृदितमलमायेन मनसा हृदितमलमायेन मनसा हृदितमलमायेन मनसा महान्तः पश्यन्तो दधति परमानन्द लहरी शिव
Yes, Nityanandam everyone. That was a very powerful darshan we just received. Okay, so with this, let us conclude with the Purna Mantra. Those of us who are offering the Seva today night or tomorrow morning, will be connecting with you and helping you with completing the process and registering for the Seva, for the Kamakshi Alankara Seva today. And with this, we'll be, Annapurneshwari Alankara Seva today. With this, we'll be concluding with the Purna Mantra. And yes, thank you. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padukarpanamastu Om Nityanandam. Yes, thank you everyone. Nityanandam, yes, Nityanandam everyone. Yes, Nityanandam.
शिवशक्त्या युक्तो यदि भवति शक्तप्रभवितुं न चेदेवं देवो न खलु कुशलः स्पन्दितुमपि अतस्त्वामाराध्यां हरिहरविरिञ्चादिभिरपि प्रणन्तुं स्तोतुं वा कथमकृतपुण्यप्रभवति तनीयां सम्पांसुं तव चरणपङ्केरुहभवं विरिञ्चि सञ्चिन्वन् विरचयति लोकानविकलम् वहत्येनं शौरी वहत्येनं शौरी कथमपि सहस्रेण शिरसां हरसं शुद्ध्यैनं भजति भासितो धूलनविधिम् अविद्यानामन्तस्तिमिरमिहिरद्वीपनगरी जटानां चैतन्यस्तबकमकरन्दश्रुतिजरी दरिद्राणां चिन्तामणि गुणनिका जन्मजलधौ निमग्नानां दंष्ट्रामुररिपुवराहस्य भवति वदन्यपाणिभ्यामभयवरदो दैवतगण त्वमेका नैवासि प्रकटितवराभीत्यभिनया भयात्रातुं प्राप्तुं फलमपि च वाञ्छासमधिकम् शरण्ये लोकानां तव हि शरणावेव निपुणौ हरिस्त्वामाराध्य प्रणतजन सौभाग्यजननीं पुरानारी भूत्वा पुररिपुमपि क्षोभमनयत् सरापि त्वां नत्वा रतिनयनलेहेन वपुषा मुनीनामप्यन्त प्रभवति हि मोहाय महताम् धनुपौष्पं मौर्वी मधुकरमयी पञ्चविशिखा वसन्त सामन्तो मलय मरुता योधनरथ तथापेक सर्वं हिमगिरिसुते कामपि कृपाम् अपाङ्गात् लगा जगदितमनङ्गो विजयते कनत्काञ्चीधामा करिकलभकुम्भस्तननथा परीक्षीण मध्ये परिणत शरच्चन्द्रवदना धनुर्बाणान् पाशं सृणिमपि ददाना करतलै पुरस्तादियास्तां न पुरमथितुराहो पुरुषिका सुरविडबिवाटी परिवृते मणिद्वीपे नीपोपवनवती चिन्तामणिगृहे शिवाकारे मञ्चे परमशिवपर्यङ्कनिलयां भजन्ति त्वां धन्या कतिचन चिदानन्दलहरीं महीमूलाधारे गमपि मणिपूरे हुतमहं स्थितं स्वाधिष्ठाने हृदि मरुदमाकाशमुपरि मनोऽपि भ्रुमध्ये सकलमपि भेत्वा कुलपतं सहस्रारे पत्ने सह रहसि पत्या विहरसे सुधाधारा सारैश्वरणयुगलान्तर्विगलितैः प्रपञ्चं सिञ्चन्ति पुनरपि रसाम्नाय महसः अवाप्य स्वां भूमिं भुजगनिभममद्युष्टवलयम् स्वमात्मानं कृत्वा स्वपिशिकुलकुण्डे कुहरिणी चतुर्भिः श्रीकण्ठैः शिवयुवतिभिः पञ्चभिरपि प्रभिन्नाभिः शम्भोर्नवभिरपि मूलप्रकृतिभिः चतुश्चत्वारिंशत्वसुदलकलाश्रत्रिवलय त्रिरेखाभिः सार्धं तव चरणकोणा परिणताः सौन्दर्यं तु हि नगिरिकन्ये तुलयितुं कवीन्द्राकल्पन्ते कथमपि विरिञ्च प्रभृतय यदा लोकौत्सुक्यादवरललनायान्ति मनसा तपोभिर्दुष्प्रापामपि गिरिशसायुज्य पदवीं नरं वर्षीयां संनयन विरसं नर्मसुजडं तवापाङ्गलोके पतितमनुधावन्ति शतश गलद्वेणीबन्धा कुचकलशमिश्रस्तसिच्छया हठात्तृट्यकाञ्चो विगणितदुकूला युवतय श्रितौ षट्पञ्चाशद्विसमधिक षोडशाधिकपञ्चाशदुदके हुताशे द्वाषष्टिश्चतुरधिकपञ्चाशदनिले द्विविधिं षट्त्रिंशन्मनसि च चतुष्षष्टिरिति ये अयुगास्तेषामप्युपरि तव पादाम्बुजयुगम् शरज्योत्स्ना शुद्धा मन्त्राणस्फटिकघटिका पुस्तककरा सकृन्नत्वा नत्वा कथमिव सतां सन्निदधते मधुक्षीरद्राक्षा मधुरि मधुरीना भणितय कवीन्द्राणां चेतकमलवनबालातवरुचिं भजन्ते ये सन्त कतिचिदरुणामेव भवतीं विरिञ्चि प्रेयस्यास्तरुणतर शृङ्गारलहरी कभीराभिर्वाग्भिर्विदधति सतां रञ्जनममी सवित्रीभिर्वाचां शशिमणिशिलाभङ्गरुचिभिर्वशिन्याद्यभिस्त्वां सहजननि सञ्चिन्तयति सकर्ता काव्यानां भवति महतां भङ्गिरुचिभिर्वचोभिर्वाग्देवी वदनकमलामोदमधुरै तनुच्छायाभिस्ते तरुणधरणि श्रीशरणिभिर्देवं सर्वामुर्वी मरुणिमणिमग्नां स्मरति भवन्त्यस्य त्रस्यध्वनकरिणा शालीननयना सहोर्वश्यवश्या कतिगतिन गीर्वाणगणिका मुखं बिन्दुं कृत्वा कुचयुगमतस्तस्य ददधो हरार्थं ध्यायेद्यो हरमहिषिते मन्मथकलां ससद्य संक्षोभं नयति वनिता इत्यतिलगो त्रिलोकीमभ्याशु भ्रमयति रविदुस्तनयुगम् किरन्ति मङ्गेभ्यः किरणनि कुरुम्बामृतरसं हृदि त्वामाधत्ते हिमकरशिलामूर्तिमेव या ससर्पाणां दर्पं शमयति शुकुन्दाधिप इव ज्वरप्लोष्टान् दृष्ट्या सुखयति सुधाधारशिरया तटिल्लेखा तन्वीं तपन शशिवैश्वानरमयीं निषण्णां षण्णामप्युपरि कमलानां तव कलां निषण्णां षण्णामप्युपरि कमलानां तव कलां कमलानां तव कलां कमलानां तव कलां महापद्माडव्यां प्रदितमलमायेन मनसा प्रदितमलमायेन मनसा प्रदितमलमायेन मनसा महान्तः पश्यन्तो दधति परमानन्द लहरीं परमानन्दलहरीं परमानन्दलहरीं परमानन्द मयि वितरदृष्टिं सकरुणामिति स्तोतुं वाञ्छन् कथयति भवानी त्वमिति यः तदैव त्वं तस्मै दिशसि निजमायोज्य पदवीं मुकुन्द ब्रह्मेन्द्र स्फुटमुकुटनीराजितपदां त्वया हृत्वा वामं वपुरपरितृप्तेन मनसा शरीरार्धं शम्भोरपरमपि शङ्के कृतमभूत् यदेतत्त्वद्रूपं सकलमरुणाभं त्रिनयनं कुचाभ्यामानम्रं कुटिलशशिचूडालमकुटं जगत्सूते धाता हरिरवति रुद्रक्षपयते तिरस्कुर्वन्नेतत्स्वमपि वपुरीश स्थिरयति सदा पूर्व सर्व तदिदमनुगृह्णाति च शिव स्तवाज्ञामालम्ब्य क्षणचलितयोर्भ्रूलतिकयो त्रयाणां देवानां त्रिगुणजनितानां तव शिवे भवेत् पूजा पूजा तव चरणयोर्या विरचिता तथा हि त्वत्पादोद्वहनमणिपीठस्य निकटे स्थिता ह्येते शक्ष्मन्मुकुलितकरोतं समकुटा विरिञ्चिः पञ्चत्वं व्रजति हरिराप्नोति विरतिम् विनाशं कीनाशो भजति धनदो यादिनिधनम् वितन्द्री माहेन्द्री विततिरपि संलीलितदृशा महासंहारेऽस्मिन् विहरति सति त्वत्पतिरसौ महासंसारेऽस्मिन् विहरति सति त्वत्पतिरसौ जपो जल्पशिल्पं सकलमपि मुद्रा विरचना गति प्रादक्षिण्यक्रमणमशनाध्याहुतिविधि प्रणाम संवेश सुखमखिलमात्मार्पणदृश सपर्यापर्यायस्तव भवतु यन्मे विलसितं सुधामव्यास्वाद्य प्रतिभयतरा मृत्युहरिणि विपद्यन्ते विश्वे विधिशतमखाद्यादिविशद करालं यच्छ्वेलं कवलितवत कालकलन न शम्भोस्तन्मूलं तव जननि ताटङ्गमहिमा किरीटं वैरिञ्चं परिहरपुर कैडभबित कठोरे कोटीरे स्खलसि जहि जम्भारि मकुटं प्रणम्रेष्वेतेषु प्रसभमुपयातस्य भावनं भवस्यां युत्थाने तव परिजनोक्तिर्विजयते स्वदेहोद्भूताभिर्घृणिभिरणिमाध्याभिरभितो निषेव्ये नित्ये त्वाम् अहमिति सदा भावयति किमाश्चर्यं तस्य तृणयन समृद्धिं तृणयतो महासंवर्ताग्निर्विरचयति नीराजनविधिम् चतुष्षष्ट्या तन्त्रैः सकलमतिसन्धाय भुवनम् स्थितस्तत्तत्सिद्धिप्रसवपरतन्त्रैः पशुपतिः पुनस्तन्वन्निर्बन्धादखिल पुरुषार्थैकघटना स्वतन्त्रं ते तन्त्रं क्षितितलमवातीतरदितम् क्षितितलमवातीतरदितम् शिवशक्ति काम क्षितिरथर वीक्षित किरण स्मरोऽहं सशक्रस्तदनुच परमार हरय अमीहृल्लेखाभिस्तिसृभिरवसानेषु घटिता भजन्ते वर्णास्ते तव जननि नामावयवताम् स्मरं योनिं लक्ष्मीं हृदयमिदमादौ तव मनोर्निधायैके नित्ये निरवधि महाभोगरसिका भजन्ति त्वां चिन्तामणि गुणनिबद्धाक्षवलया शिवाग्नौ जुह्वन्त सुरभिघृतधाराहुतिशतैः शरीरं त्वं शम्भो शशिमिहिरवक्षोरुहयुगम् तवात्मानं मन्ये भगवति नवात्मानमनघम् हतशेषशेषीत्ययम् उभयसाधारणतया स्थितः सम्बन्धो वां समरसपरानन्दपरयोः मनस्त्वं व्योमत्वं मरुदसि मरुत्सारथिरसि त्वमापस्त्वं भूमिस्त्वयि परिणतायां न हि परं स्वमेव स्वात्मानं परिणमयितुं विश्ववपुषा चिदानन्दाकारं शिवयुवति भावेन बिभृशे तवाज्ञाचक्रस्थं तपन शशिकोटिद्युतिधरम् परं शम्भुं वन्दे परिमिलितपार्श्वं परचिता यमाराध्यन् भक्त्या रविशशिशुचिनामविषये यमाराध्यन् भक्त्या रविशशिशुचिनामविषये निरालोके लोके निवसति हि भालोकभुवने निवसति हि भालोकभुवने निवसति हि भालोकभुवने विशुद्धौ ते शुद्धस्फटिकविशदं व्योमजनकं शिवं सेवे देवी अपि शिवसमानव्यवसितां ययोगान्त्ययान्या शशिकिरणसारूप्य सरणे विधूतान्तर्ध्वान्ता विलसति चकोरिव जगति समुन्मीलत्संवित् कमलमकरन्दैकरसिकम्